Hi Brett, this is Chris back here again. It's to walk through the second version of this database. I put a lot of the things that you sent to me earlier today back in here, and I just want to take a few minutes to show you what we've got. So we open up to this front page here again. This is starting to shape up to be more of an event management page, and you'll see why in a few minutes. But let's start off with making a new event, because we talked about capturing all of these under the same umbrella, which I think is probably the best thing for you. I just wanted to show you that it is possible, and I think it will still meet all the needs that you have. First off, this date here, this is the date of the event. This pulls over here from the event table. You'll see that here. Right? So what I've done, I've added the cashback 2020 in here. I'm sorry, cash bash 2020 in here for you already. If we go to the event master table, which you looked at yesterday, you'll see there is no information there for the cash bash quite yet because it hasn't been set up. And I also want to take you to the staff table here too and show you that I've added an active field here, right? So this is how you would highlight individuals who would be participating in any new events. If it's checked off as active, they'll be carried over. If not, then they won't. I'm not sure of the percentage of people that may still be active in here or would not be, but just for the sake of demonstration, I've chose just a few here. These looks like 6 of them, right, that will become part of the next event. So when we close this, we'll go ahead and we'll choose the Cash Bash 2020, and this is in here now, of course, because I entered it into the events table. Once you select it, you can go ahead and choose to create roster. And what it does automatically is takes all those active employees and carries it over and makes new entries for this Cash Bash 2020. And you can start to enter the pull amounts that are going to be earned just like you do in any other table. I'm just going to go ahead and put a couple things in here real quick. And then maybe these guys get doubles. I still need to understand where this second pull comes from, if it's actually pre-populated in here or if somebody gets a voucher to go ahead and redeem. Some of your later messages seem like it's going to be a voucher that needs to be redeemed, and if that's the case, it sounds like we'll probably have to set up a small report for them to print that voucher, and then an input screen for them to go ahead and redeem it when they come back for the second pull. So since we set up this Cash Bash 2020, we'll go ahead and we'll close this. Go back to our event screen, and now we can choose the Cash Bash 2020 and get this thing rolling. I listed the cashiers here. These initials are nothing more than what is in this cashier's table right here. You may choose to use real names as opposed to initials, but that's up to you. So when we launch the interface, my expectation is that there's going to be a cashier managing a workstation or a series of workstation. But on any individual machine, it sounds like it's going to be one person. So we'll go ahead and we'll choose JN here. And then we'll launch the interface. I do have the Cash Bash 2020 highlighted here for you. That's going to change no matter for whatever event that we're choosing. You have a visible scanning screen here and still an indication to scan your badge. And of course, you can tell I made the screen bigger and a little more user-friendly and much better appearance than it was before. So I'm going to go ahead and take one of those guys who I know are in this event. Actually, before I do that, let me just take the badge not in this. The badge is not currently registered, and it's going to ask for a valid badge. I'd like to get a little more information around the validation that you spoke about in your message. I'm not sure if this serves its purpose or if you're looking for something additional. And if you're looking for more, let's discuss that and how you want to do that. But anyway, let's go ahead and type in a badge that I know exists. So we have Todd Clark here. Again, a much more welcoming screen than before. Only the first poll shows up because we're talking about the first poll at this point. When we go back here again, the second, third, and fourth polls will show up as appropriate. And you see here he has not claimed any information, any amounts quite yet. Adjusted the accept button to be quite a bit larger than the cancel button. So when Todd comes up here, you can just hit accept, and then it goes back to the scanning screen again. Let's just go throw in another participant. We have Andrew Escher. We'll have him accept. And finally, just maybe one more. We have Stephen Carlson he'll accept as well. Now let's go back to our first guy. Todd Clark, you see now the second pull amount shows. He has not claimed this second pull yet, so the amount claimed is still 250. Right? But we're gonna have him accept. And then I'll go 21,449. Andrew again will continue to accept. And I hope you can see that the transactions here are moving very quickly and very smoothly. So finally, Todd has run out of pulls, and it's going to let him know that he has no remaining pulls at this time. So Todd has an amount named of $260. He's going to cancel. And then I just want to show you, for the sake of showing you the report in a little bit, if we just go back here and we change the cashier, let's make this cashier EL this time. And we go back to our cash bash, EL. Now let's find a couple more people who haven't redeemed their money yet. We have Jennifer. She's going to go ahead and accept. So cancel her. Cancel that. Let's see. 21,449. Andrew is done as well. I just want to find maybe one other. Perfect. So we have James here, and James will come back and make another pull. Okay. So now, since we've done that, right, we can go to the event management again. We can choose Cash Bash 2020 and click on this event report. And then we're going to see all the transactions that happened for this particular event, broken down in different ways here. Broken down by cashier, actually, because you mentioned they need to reconcile what the cashier dispersed. So we'll see EL dispersed the last few that we did, as indicated here by the timestamp, for a total amount of 450. It indicates which pull numbers and the amount of each pull. Same thing here for cashier JN, who we were working with earlier. Shows a total event disbursement, and then if you had multiple events, it showed the grand total. Right now, this report is filtered out to show only the Cash Bash 2020. I may have some information still in a color run. Yeah, there's a couple of transactions here in the color run. So you see this report is just, whatever event you choose, the report's going to report back to you on those events and the cashiers that participated. So Brett, that's what I've got for you now. Hopefully, again, we're closer to where you want to be. I think the last couple of things we need to discuss are that validation that you spoke about to make sure somebody has the correct badge, and also the second pull. I'm still unclear as to whether or not that pull is coming from the table or if there's a separate voucher or something that they're going to scan. Anyway, hope you're pleased with the progress, and I hope to hear from you soon.